Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. In this tutorial, we are going to learn peptide docking from the very beginning to the advanced application using completely free tools. Peptide docking is notoriously difficult because peptides are incredibly flexible. Standard docking tools often fail, but AutoDock CRAN-PEP or ADCP is specifically designed to handle this challenge. So in this video, we will learn how we can use Autodock CRAN-PEP or ADCP package to perform the peptide docking. This is a multi-part masterclass on peptide docking. Over the next few videos, we are going to cover everything from installation to blind docking, PyMol visualization, user-defined grid boxes, and templates-based peptide docking. But before we can run any docking, we need the right environment. In this first video, we are setting up our foundation, installing of Ubuntu Linux, and getting ADCP fully compiled and ready to run. I will guide you step by step that how you can install Ubuntu, how you can install ADCP, and how you can set up your environment for smooth running. So let's start. To run this docking, we need to use our WSL system, Windows Virtualization. For this, we need to install Ubuntu on Windows 11. First of all, you need to go to Start and type for the Windows feature turns on and off. This window will pop up. In this window, scroll down and click on the Windows subsystem for relay. It should be checked on, click on the OK and then restart your laptop. Restarting your laptop is necessary, otherwise your virtualization system will not work. Now, go to the Microsoft Store. In the store, look for the Ubuntu. This one is the Ubuntu, the latest version. Click on it and click on the get or install button. It will install WSL on your system. It will only install WSL once you have enabled the virtualization as I have mentioned previously. As it continues installation, let's go to the other tools. The protein or example we are going to use is 3Q47. I am going to download it. It contains a protein and a peptide. Go to download button and click on the legacy PDB format. It has ligand and protein. The other tool we need is MGL tool. Simply go on the Google and type MGL tool. You will be directed to the next page. In the next page, this is the next page and you are directed to the MGL tool and download the Windows version. As currently we are working on the Windows version. It will give you the download, just download and install it. Then we need a PyMol. Simply type in Google PyMol. This is the PyMol website. Click on it and simply click on the PyMol icon. Click the Windows installer and it will be downloaded for you. It will take few time to download all these softwares. So here is our installation. It is being installed. This is setup for our MGL tool. This is the setup. Double click on it. Click on the yes icon and it will direct you the installation window. Click on the next. Click on I accept the license agreement. Then click yes. Install it in the default setting. Click next and it will install the program in your Windows. Meanwhile, check the progress. 72% Ubuntu has been installed. It is working on it. Our MGL tool installation is completed. Click on OK button and you can launch the desktop icon. I'm not going to create it, or you can launch it. Right now I'm not going to launch it. Click on the finish button. Our MGL tool installation is complete and this is our PyMol. Now double click on this PyMol icon. It will initiate the installation of PyMol. Click on the next. Click on I agree. Next. Install in the default setting. It says it's already contain the PyMol. Just click on the next. It will be directed. Just for the example, I just click on _1. Click on the next. Keep these settings default. Don't change it. Click on the install button. It will be installed. Our PyMol installation is complete. Click on the next icon and click on the finished. And these are icons are present here. I will run them directly from my start. So let me move it. Now going back to our Ubuntu. Ubuntu has been installed. Now it's saying open. Click on the open button and you can close this window. When we start it first time, it will say installing. This may take a few minutes. It can take 1 or 2 minutes depending upon your computer speed. Once it's set up, it will say enter your new Unix name. Keep it simple, a single word. You can type simple name, just one name. Don't use the double name like ABC, A space B. Use the only simple name. Press enter. Now it will ask you to enter the password. Keep the password very simple. Type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can choose your own. It will not show typing, but it has entered the password and press enter. Then again type the same password. I have entered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then press enter. It says the password updated successfully and our machine is getting ready for it. So when it machine is ready, this icon will appear. This is the line Mary@desktop. This is my laptop name. The first command you need to run is sudo apt update. It will update all the previous package. It will ask you the password. Enter password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and press enter. It is updating all the previous packages which are outdated. After that, type sudo apt upgrade. Sudo apt up. It's saying, do you want to use an extra space? Type 1 and press enter. Every time it asks something, type Y and press enter. It will complete the installation in few minutes. Now it's installing all the packages. The package installation is completed. Now we need to run the software which run the peptide docking. The name is ADCP 1.1. This is what I will paste this link into the video description section. This is Veena Research Scripps Research Institute ADCP 1.1 downloads. You can find it. This is the documentation. This is the home page and then the documentation, and then we have downloads. There are 3 different ways to download this software. One of the method is micro MAMBA. This is the most effective method. You can also use the Linux with Conda. You can also use Mac operating system on which you can use Mac terminal. You can install Linux on Mac. Like this one, we are installing Linux on the Windows system. The recommended method is this one, Linux with micro MMBA. I have prepared a list of commands to run one by one to avoid any unnecessary delays. This is the command list. I will also paste these commands into my GitHub download link. You can simply download this file and run the command one by one as I am going to do. To run the peptide docking, this is the requirement you should know. The operating system may be Windows or Linux, or you can use the Mac and you need to install Ubuntu on that. For Windows, you also need to install Ubuntu or Linux, or for Mac, you also need to install Ubuntu or Linux. The micro MMBA, which is version 2.x, this will handle it. We need the Python 3.7. We will build when we create an environment. The RAM of the PC should be 8 GB minimum and the disk free space should be 3 GB. So first of all, we are going to download the micro MAMBA. This is the command to download the MMBA. Simply copy this command, cancel it and paste this command in the Ubuntu terminal and press enter. It will download the files. I think job has not been completed, maybe due to the internet issue. Let's run it again. Oh, sorry, I have copied the incomplete command. Let it copy it again from this curl till to the BZ. Paste here and press enter. It's not downloading. I have checked my internet is working fine. This happens sometimes because it cannot get the packages directly from the window. The other method is you simply need to go to this command again. Simply copy this HTTPS path until this latest. This is the path. Copy this one. Go to your browser and paste this link here and press enter. It will ask you to download this micro MMBA 2.8.1.tar. Start download it and it will be downloaded. Open the folder. I have downloaded it. Copy this folder. Go to your PC. In this PC, on the left hand side, you will say the Linux has been appeared. In Linux, you have Ubuntu. Click on this Ubuntu, and in Ubuntu you will find a folder named home. In home we have username Maddie. Place this folder here. The folder has been placed. The latest version has been downloaded. So you can try either this command work for you or you can use the alternate method. When it's done, you can verify. Simply copy this command and paste it here, and it will show you that micrommbA.tar.bz is present. The size is approximately 6.6 MB. So it's fine now. So the next step is we are going to update a library bzip which is required to untar this micro MAMBA. So copy this command and paste in the Ubuntu terminal. It will ask you the password. Type password 12345 and press enter. It is done. Next, unzip this tar-xvj-f, and this is the name of the folder we have copied. Place it in here and press enter. It says bin.micromb, which means in the bin folder it has been untarred, it has been unzipped. You can confirm using this command. Simply run this command in the folder. You will say that it is 18 MB. In the MADI we have bin micro MMB. So next we are going to initialize our bash, our command prompt to initialize the bash. This is our command. Copy this command, paste in the Ubuntu terminal and press enter. You will see this green line. It means our bash has been initiated. Next, we are going to reload the terminal and bash RC. For this, we are going to source it. For sourcing, copy this command and paste in the Ubuntu terminal, press enter. Then verify the version. Simply copy this command to check the version and press enter. You will see 2.8.1, which means our version has been downloaded and installed. So here we have installed the environment for installing the ADCP. Now we are going to download and install ADCP version 1.1 as present in here. For this, we are going to copy this command. This is the downloader or installer and press enter. It is now connected and it has been downloaded. Then create symlink. This is very critical. You need to run this. If you don't run this, your micro MMBA and your ADCP will not link. So copy this command and place in the Ubuntu terminal, press enter, and it's done. Then click on run installer. For this, we are going to run the sh command. Copy this sh command and place in your Ubuntu terminal and hit enter. Now it's going to create an environment. Now check our environment configuration it has been completed. From this, next step is to remove the temporary directory which it has made. Copy this and paste this command here, and it will remove the temporary directory file. The running peptide docking also needs some additional package. This is a single command which install all the missing package. This is OpenBible, which is required for MolkIt2 for molecular file reading, PDF Fixer, which is required for ADCP handling the non-standard residue, OpenMM, which is required for post-docking minimization, PARMED, which is required for UMBR parameter handling, SciPy, which is scientific computing library dependency, NumPy, which depends on numerical computing based library, and BioPython, which read the biological structure file. So you can install all these libraries using this single command. Copy this command and paste in the Ubuntu terminal and press enter. It will download and install all the libraries one by one. It is now downloading and installing all the packages and libraries. The installation has been completed. So next step is we have created, on the previous step, we have created an environment with the name ADPC Qt Suite Micro MAMBA. Now we are going to activate it. For activating this Micro MAMBA, activate ADCP Suite. Copy this command, go to the Ubuntu terminal and press enter. Paste this command and press enter. You have seen previously it contained no previous command line, no library. When we click on the Micro MMBA activate ADCP Q Suite, this ADCP suite has been enabled, which means the environment has been created. What is an environment? Environment is just a single room in which all the package of required peptide docking and protein docking are present. So we have created a single environment in a big house to run all this calculation in this single space. Now we are going to check either all the packages are okay. Copy this command and paste this command and press enter. It says all modules are okay, which means our commands have been installed correctly. You can also check either ADCP is working or not. You can type ADCP space dash help, paste this command and press enter. This is the typing error. This is ADCP space dash 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 help. So it says these are the functions which are already available, which means all commands are working properly. Every time this was the thing which you need to run for only one time. Now let me show you. Let me close this Ubuntu terminal. Now I am going to start the Ubuntu again. Simply go to start and type Ubuntu. Open the Ubuntu. Ubuntu is okay. You will be like this one. First command you need to run this one. Paste it and press enter. The environment is activated. The second command you need to modify. This is my test folder. Copy this path from here. Make your own command. Everyone must has different command. Replace all the backward slashes with the forward slashes. Replace space and colon, and this is the capital C, make it small, and before it type cd space /mnt/. What it will do, it is going to link your current folder with your Linux. If you don't type, it will not enter into your folder. So make your own command and place it. So I am going to copy this command and paste it in this folder and type enter. Now your environment is set up, Ubuntu is ready, and ADCP is installed and waiting for simulation. You have officially completed the hardest part of the computational biochemistry, the setup. In the next video, part 2, we will going straight into the action with the blind docking. I will show you how to take a new protein receptor and peptide sequence and let ADCP search the entire protein surface to find the optimal binding site. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notification so that you do not miss part 2. If you ran into any installation error, drop them in the comment below and let's the troubleshoot together. See you in the next video. Thank you.